Right, okay, Oddman Rush, I know it's been a while since you last made a video on this channel, but it's gonna be okay. You might be a little bit rusty, but that's fine. These things happen. Everything is going to be fine. We're going to be a-okay. Wait a minute. Am I wearing the exact same t-shirt that I was wearing last time I made one of these types of videos? Oh shit. Hello hockey fans, Oddman Rush here and welcome back to another video. Hi guys, how you doing? It's been a really long time, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, okay? I think the last time I checked it had been just over 100 days since my last upload on the channel. I believe my last video was in early December of 2024, which I was doing these kind of smaller videos on the channel, which weren't my usual content, but that's all I really had the time, the energy, and the opportunity to make at the time. Then things went very quiet because I was very busy, but now that things have kind of cooled off a little bit, things have kind of calmed down, I thought I'd make this video as an opportunity to update you guys on what's been going on in my life since, considering I made that whatever happened to Oddman Rush video, and you guys seem to like it, and were very supportive. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments from that. And not only that, I thought I'd explain kind of what's the plan for the channel moving forwards now that the winter is kind of over and we're heading into spring 2025. So let's start with where I was and what's happened since my last upload. So if you watched my Whatever Happened to Oddman Rush video, which I thought was a very funny title for the video, thank you very much, I'm here all year, you guys will remember that I was enrolled in trade school as I was training to become an electrician here in Montreal, Canada, and I was also working part-time simultaneously in order to pay the bills and keep a roof over myself and my fiance's heads. Well, the first big milestone is that several weeks ago, at the end of February 2025, I finished trade school. I am now a fully licensed first-year apprentice electrician in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, which is great. I went back to school for 15 months after being out of the education system for about 6, 7, 8 years. So the fact that I was able to go back to school, do something completely different to what I was doing previously when I was in the education system, and I seem to do very well and I seem to enjoy it, I'm very happy. It's something that I'm very proud of. I've got the diploma now, and it was an achievement that I never really would have thought until a year or two ago that I ever would have thought about doing, let alone actually thinking I was capable of doing it, and I've done it. So I can now become an apprentice electrician and work my way up the ranks and hopefully one day become a journeyman and a master electrician here in Montreal, Canada. The second and most definitely the biggest and most important milestone that's happened since that last video is that I got married. Yes, I am a married man. I think it was only a few days after the last video I put up on my channel went out. We tied the knot a few days later, and I'm so happy, guys. Being married to my best friend and the love of my life is honestly the biggest blessing that my life has ever given me and the universe has ever provided to me. And the fact that we get to live together after being long distance for so long, the fact that we finally tied the knot and we're finally one is incredible, and it's everything I possibly could have wished for. And we've had our fair share of ups and downs with since I've moved here and everything we've had to go through, and you know, keeping a roof over our heads and me going back to school and her having to work really hard as well as school and things like that. But the fact that we're doing it together and the fact that we're taking every single challenge that comes to us and dealing with it as best we can and together as a team is honestly the greatest blessing. And if everything else went wrong since my move here, the fact that that's happened and the fact that I've married her is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. So big win for me, guys. Sorry ladies, Oddman Rush is off the table. I'm off the trade board. Go find somebody else, okay? And the third milestone is that I have begun the process to become a permanent resident here in Canada. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm currently in the country on a study permit as I went to trade school and was learning to become an electrician. But since I finished my school a couple of weeks ago at the end of January, I'm no longer enrolled as a full-time student, yet I'm still in the country on a study permit. Now, thankfully, my study permit specifically says that I can remain in Canada until the end of June, and I'm recording this in mid-March, so I've got a little while before I have to leave for sure and have to go back home and wait to see what happens. But we've started the permanent residency application now, so that hopefully by the time we get towards the end of June, I will have the 2-year open work permit that goes alongside the permanent residency application. I'll be able to live and work here for several years on that work permit until I finally get a decision as to whether my PR application is approved or denied. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm hoping to go from a study permit to a open work permit and then from there to permanent residency. So that means I can remain in the country for as long as I want. After that, I am a permanent resident of Canada. That's the plan. Will that happen as smoothly as I suggested there? Probably not. I'm sure there'll be some bumps along the road. If it does get to the end of June and the work permit isn't through yet, I might have to go back home for a little while to the UK. It'll be a chance to see some family, which will be nice, but it's not the most ideal situation. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot going on. Finished trade school. I have a wife. And I've got a lot of immigration stuff to deal with, so everything's fun in the world of Odd Man Rush. Oh, and since I'm no longer enrolled as a full-time student anymore, the 20 hours of part-time work that you're allowed to do as part of your study permit, provided you're enrolled as a full-time student here, I'm no longer allowed to do. So I've had to quit my part-time job just as I finished school because I'm now no longer allowed to work up to 20 hours a week because I'm no longer enrolled as a full-time student. So yeah, things are going really well. Now, since I've had all of these different things going on all at the same time for me, and since some of these journeys are only just getting started, while others are finally coming to their eventual end now, I've had a lot of free time that's opened up for me recently, since I'm no longer enrolled full-time as a student, and I'm no longer working part-time to supplement my studies, since I'm not allowed to. So since the end of February, I've basically had nothing to do, which admittedly has been quite nice for the first couple of weeks. It's given me the chance to really clean the apartment, watch some shows that I'd really been wanting to watch, to play some video games that I'd been itching to play. I'm currently right in the middle of playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is an absolutely fantastic game. I'd recommend it to anyone. But that being said though, I'm now getting to the point where I'm really itching to get started with the next step, you know? I really want to get working as an apprentice electrician, get on the job site and learn all of the things that I need to learn and start putting in my hours in order to climb the ladder of the electrician career. But with my employment and my immigration status still pending, and while we're still working through all of that, I'm not able to right now. I've been going to the gym to try and stop myself from going insane. I'd been going to the gym for the past few months before that. I think I mentioned that in the last video, but now I've really started to get into weights. I'm doing like dumbbells and stuff, which I'd never really done weights before in my entire life, which might be a little embarrassing to say as a 28-year-old man, but I'm really enjoying going into the weight room and doing like dumbbell exercises. I only started them just when I finished school a couple of weeks ago, and I can already see a bit of a difference. I already feel a little bit better, so I'm really enjoying going to the gym, especially since it's the only thing I kind of have to look forward to every single day. But since I have so much time now and nothing to do with it, I really want to get back into making videos for this channel, which is why I wanted to make this one to ask you guys, what kind of videos do you want me to make? I really have a blank canvas. I don't really have any particular ideas of specific videos I absolutely have to make. I also want to get a sense of the kind of videos you guys want me to make. Do you want me to make the more kind of scripted videos that I used to make that, you know, I'd upload 2 every single week on the channel? Do you want me to try something a little bit different? Do you want me to do more live streams? Do you want me to do kind of live streams during games? Do you want me to talk about specific players, specific stories, specific leagues? I'm really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this because it's a very blank canvas. It's been so long since I made a video on here that obviously I can get back into the rhythm of it. It might not be exactly the same as it was before or as clean or as precise, but I'm hoping with everything that I've done in the month since my last video and since I was last uploading on this channel like seriously and like a job, I'm hoping I can bring something a little bit fresh to it or a little bit new, a bit exciting, but still keeping that layer of stuff that you guys come to the channel for or came to the channel for every single time I uploaded a video, which I really appreciate. So yeah, I really want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to know what kind of videos you want me to make, what kind of videos you think will fit really well on the channel, and I'll go and make them. I really want to get back into making videos. I know it's going to be a little while until I get some answers on the things that I'm waiting for, so why not dive right back into YouTube, talk about some hockey with the playoffs coming up, with the trade deadline just behind us, and I think we can have some real good fun, and hopefully I can provide you guys with some interesting stories and some interesting content that you guys enjoy and hopefully come back for more. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know anything and everything that you have to say on the subject. If there's a series that you absolutely adored and I didn't make enough of, or you want me to kickstart that series again, let me know. If there's a type of video or a style of video or a series that you absolutely hated and you never want me to make again, let me know about that too. All comments, all thoughts, all criticisms are constructive to me. Like I said, I have a completely blank slate. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I want to make content that you guys are going to enjoy and also that is exciting and fun for me at the same time. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little update on my life, where I've been the last few months. Apologies for that. But like I said, it's been busy. Hopefully you guys understand. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, definitely comment, and also watch some of my other videos from times gone by. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. A big thank you to Bexy93, Burned Retinas, Drew Forsid, Houston NG, Raquel and Worthless Pieces for helping support this video via Patreon. If you too want to help support the channel a little bit further and get a shout out at the end of every future video, make sure you head over to patreon.com/oddmanrush and become a patron today.